Yes guys, welcome back to the channel. We have just got back from the supermarket. We've bought a hell of a lot of food. I thought it might be interesting to show you what we got and how much it costs here in Thailand. For those of you who don't know, I used to make a lot of fitness content on this channel. I am still living the fitness lifestyle, not bodybuilding, not preparing for anything in particular, just healthy eating, healthy living, making sure that I eat balanced meals. Of course, there's a lot of content out there about eating out in Thailand or eating at 7-Eleven in Thailand. But what about just a standard supermarket? How much do things cost? And moving forward, in terms of the money, we're going to work under the assumption that 100 baht is about £2.50 UK and about USD. So if you're trying to do your comparisons, that is the sort of conversion rate we are working with. So let's start with one of the ultimate fitness foods, bananas. I eat bananas every single day. This pack, relatively large size, 69 baht. So in there's about 15 bananas, 69 baht, you're looking at about 4 or 5 baht each. 7-Eleven, you're probably looking at 8 or 9 baht for one banana. Not a great deal of difference, but it's just nice to have them all readily available. Eggs are available in all sorts of shapes, sizes, and pack sizes. This was 10 eggs for, I think, 80 baht. So not bad, nice source of protein. Always got to get eggs into your diet. And the treat of the day is a cooked chicken, delicious cooked chicken. This is coming in at 119 baht for that. Probably the most unhealthy thing in this video, these Thai energy drinks. When I was in Japan, I used to drink a lot of Monster, zero sugar. They're about 200 yen a can, which works out at about UK and US. But these ones work out at about 10 baht each. They're not the strongest things in the world. They've got a little bit of sugar, but when I need a boost in the afternoon, I can just knock one of them back. 10 baht, next to nothing. Oi, sources of protein. So how much chicken is here? 3.3 kilograms for 238 baht. That's just chicken breast cut up. Obviously, what we're going to do now is go separate all this into individual portions, and then we've got at least probably 8 meals worth there of chicken. And let's follow that up with some minced pork. Wow, very cheap. 1 kilogram for 170 baht. We like to mix this with the eggs or mix it with some vegetables. Of course, this is not just entirely for me. This is for my wife and baby too. So not everything is just based on fitness type meals. Obviously, minced pork, staple of many meals. And last in bag one is skim milk, 95 baht for 2 liters. Moving on to bag number 2, this is more like fruits and vegetables. We have got mango, 40 baht for 3 big mangoes for 40 baht. Mangoes, especially when they're in season, are one of the most delicious fruits. There's a lot of delicious fruits out here in Thailand, but mangoes always hit the spot. Nice and chilled, sliced, absolutely love it. Healthy summer fruit, healthy summer feeling. Let's follow that up with cauliflower, 30 baht for 1 piece. Some low-fat yogurt, good for my daughter this as well, helps with her digestion. This is 50 baht for 4, so about 10 to 12 baht each. Fake Oreo cookies. These are dirt cheap. This is obviously a snack, not healthy at all. You get 2 in a pack, about 5 baht. There's probably 10 packs in there. Do the math yourself. And again, this is more for the wife and the baby, just some crackers. And like I say, I'm not preparing for anything. Sometimes we have the snacks. I prefer to stay away from them, but it's always nice to have a little option, you know? Better put these in the freezer. Frozen strawberries. Now, strawberries, when you buy them fresh, packaged strawberries out here are really expensive, but frozen strawberries are really cheap. So these are 1 kilo bags, about 75 baht each. I usually just pour a couple into some milk at night time, stir it in with the protein. It's a lovely late night healthy snack. Oats for breakfast. I really enjoy oats lately. I never used to like oats. I went for a little granola period, but granola is really sugary and it really used to mess with my stomach. So 1 kilo of oats. Quaker, I think that's quite a famous brand, 90 baht for this. Cucumber, honestly, don't know how much that is. These mushrooms, 10 baht. Obviously, very unique Asian style mushroom. Never really saw this style in the UK before, but cut it up, put it in your soup, put it in your omelette, etc. Does the exact same job. And here is one of my foods of interest. I absolutely love sweet potato, particularly when I was living in Japan. Japanese sweet potato. Here, ludicrously expensive, like 200 baht per kilo, whereas this, the more local version, 45 baht per kilo. So I think this whole bag of sweet potatoes was 50 baht. It's the ones where you cut it and it's orange inside, but to me, does the trick. I do miss the Japanese ones, but for the price difference, it's a no-brainer. Oh, make sure the oven doesn't turn itself on. Here we go. I think this was 30 baht. We cut that up, put it in some wraps, etc. Some nice leaves, and you've got some broccoli here. 27 baht for a nice big head of broccoli. And the last few items in this video, cabbage. That's my wife's. I don't really like cabbage too much, but that works out at 30 baht for a big head of cabbage. Couple of carrots. Wow, 10 baht for 2 large carrots. And I don't even know what this is, to be honest. Vermicelli? No idea what this is. I've never eaten this before in my life. This must be something my wife enjoys, kind of like a noodle type thing. But the grand total for everything, all of this food, 1,800 baht, which I believe works out with that conversion rate I mentioned at the beginning, about £45. So you tell me, I've not lived in the UK for about 15 years now. Is that cheap for all this food compared to what you would pay in the UK? Is it similar? I guess it's not more expensive, because everyone I know that is still living in the UK says everything is going up higher and higher and higher. So if this is more expensive now, God knows how cheap it is in the UK. But this was from Macro, guys. There is also Big C and Lotus out here. Lotus, I think, is slightly more expensive. Not much more expensive, but always a little bit more expensive. You've got your gourmet markets, your Tops, etc. in places like Bangkok and Phuket. They're always going to be more expensive anyway. But this is what you can get, guys. Less than £50. It's probably 4, 5, 6 days worth of food there, especially in terms of your proteins, your vegetables, your carbs, etc. I don't think it's too bad. Tell me what you think in the comments. Thank you for watching, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, etc. And until next time, bye bye.